Hey guys, so as promised, here's my hints and tips on how to perform the bronco, the brand new move for this grip release. Now, this is a fantastic movement to develop core, upper body, lower back and glute strength. And we've been progressing into this movement over the past few releases with moves such as the frog jump, the donkey kick and the jump switch climber. And just like the jump switch climber, this move looks much more difficult than it actually is. Trust me. All right, so we're gonna break the movement down and then gonna look at some common faults that you might be experiencing so we can get you guys confident with this movement to deliver it to your members when this release goes live in a few weeks. So let's take a look at the basics. Movement starts with your feet wide. As though you're going to perform a burpee, you're going to squat your butt back and down and put your hands on the floor. The weight comes forward onto your hands, and from here, you're going to jump your hips and extend the feet back to 45 degrees and then back into the squat. Before standing, squat, hands down, jump to 45, back to the squat and stand. Now the difference between this movement and moves such as the donkey kick and the frog jump is to perform it, you've got to lift your hips high. And that's the scary bit, I get it. So to help you build confidence to spend time on your hands, to tell your brain that you can hold your body weight, try this as a drill. Start with your feet wide, squat and put your hands down as you're going to start the movement. And from here, jump your hips up and lift your feet to your butt. You can tuck your knees in. That's going to get you confident in taking the weight on your hands. And when you get the confidence, then you can start to shoot your feet out and in. Start low, and then as you become more confident, lift your feet a little bit higher. Common faults with this move. There are several things that can happen, but let's look at the common ones. If you're feeling this in your hamstrings, it's because you're not squatting first. So you're probably starting from a very upright position and trying to get your hands down to the floor from here. Now, unless your hamstrings are flexible, you get your hands down, you're gonna tug the back of the legs. So make life easier for your hamstrings and find that squat first. The second common fault you might be finding is by not squatting, you're trying to lift on a straight leg. So watch this. Without squatting, you might be trying to lift with straight legs. Now I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm not the tallest person in the world. And even with my short, stubby legs, lifting a straight, long leg takes time and is hard. So the squat will help with two things. It will help reduce the intensity in the hamstrings, and it will help you lift your feet faster to find that fast push and pull of the feet at 45 degrees. The final fault that's going to occur by not finding the squat is your point of balance. This, whether it's empty or whether it's full, is very heavy. To help you find your point of balance from the squat, look between your hands when your hands are on the floor. Allows you to place them down and you can move the weight forwards. If you go from upright, you're going to fall into the movement and that momentum is automatically going to push your weight forwards. Now, if you're feeling this in your hip flexors, it's probably because you're overextending and losing tension in the core. And that looks like this. Notice how my feet come above my butt and my hips drop as my core disengages. That overextends your hip flexors. All you need to do is extend your legs straight in line with your hips as though you're standing, and that will take away any tension from your hip flexors. The final big mistake you're likely to be experiencing yourself, or you're going to find your members doing, is bending your elbows. For all movements we perform on the floor, whether it be frog jumps, donkey kicks, or mountain climbers, we have our elbows straight. That straight tension in the arms locks in the chest locks in the upper body and provides a strong, stable platform for us to push from. As soon as you bend the elbows, you lose all the tension in your upper body. At that point, this gets very close to the floor and you end up face planting. Face planting doesn't hurt too bad, but it also doesn't look very good in front of your members. So learn to keep your arms straight at all times by corkscrewing your hands into the floor. Remember that cue that we've used previously, and that will engage the relevant muscles to maintain stability. If all else fails, and you or your members are really struggling with this movement, remember, as shown in the workout, you've always got the option to perform a burpee. Hopefully this little video has helped you guys out in performing this movement. Also check out your app. There's a great educational download where Erin describes this movement in great detail, and it's also listed in your workout notes. Feel free to ping me any questions you may have or ask them even underneath this video. But have fun with this movement, have confidence with this movement, and trust me, it's not as bad as it looks. And I guarantee you one thing that won't happen unless you really, really want to. Have fun, guys. Take care. See you soon.